Congratulations, Minecraft! 10 years! Minecraft is now officially a decade old! Woohoo! I mean, I've got to represent the game in some ways, so I'm popping out the old creeper hoodie that I used to wear when I was 14. I mean, can you believe that Minecraft is now officially 10 years old? That's a whole decade, and it's one of the most influential video games of all time. So let's see what everyone on YouTube is saying. Wait, hang on. Grumpy Cat died. Reading my Instagram DMs from James Charles. This isn't Minecraft. Oh, for fuck's sake, now I've got to take off the hoodie. I mean, I was so excited to talk about such an influential video game, and now I've got to talk about these two dickheads. Jolly good day to you all chaps. My name is Xenowolf, and welcome back to another video. So as you saw from that intro sequence, today we're going to be talking about leeches. Not the blood-sucking fish. No, we're not talking about those type of leeches. We're talking about YouTubers who leech off of controversial and trending topics for their own monetary gain. More specifically, today we're talking about YouTubers touchdalight and Michael McCrudden. So if you haven't somehow guessed already, we are talking about these two YouTubers because they've been leeching off of trending topics recently. I mean, in the past 3 days alone, touchdalight has made 2 videos on the James Charles drama. In fact, his videos on James Charles have gotten so popular that the Daily Mail has actually been stupid enough to make an entire article about them. The first video he made, called My Experience Dating James Charles, is about, well, you guessed it, him talking about his experiences dating James Charles.
I really don't know how to start this video. The time is currently like 1 AM in the morning, and I thought I'd film this because of all the stuff that's obviously gone on with James Charles. This video is all going to be about James Charles. I literally don't know how I feel about this. I wasn't going to make this video.
Oh, so you weren't going to make this video in the first place, yet as soon as James Charles starts blowing up and everyone starts making videos on him, you decide to make this video now?
The reason I'm making this is because I just want to, I guess, just be more real with you guys.
Well, that's a huge fucking lie, isn't it? The actual reason that you're making this video is so that you can gain money from it. I mean, why else would you make a video on James Charles at this current time when all of this drama is going on?
I'm going to basically be talking about my experience with James Charles. And I know like 99% of you watching right now probably don't believe that I have any sort of contact with James Charles, just because I've never once said about it in my video.
And the whole reason that 99% of us don't think that you've had experiences with James Charles is because we're not fucking brain dead. Literally anybody can sit in front of a camera and say that they've had bad experiences with somebody. Allow me to demonstrate. Hey guys, I really didn't want to make this video, even though I actually did because I just want your fucking money. But I'm going to make this video anyway, just so you guys know how I feel, and not because I want money. Basically, last week I had a really bad experience with PewDiePie. Basically, he punched me in the face and took all of my kids, and now I'm homeless. I'm totally not in my actual home right now. I'm in a shed in the middle of nowhere, and I need money to buy a new house and not a Tesla. So I really hope you guys understand how I feel and can learn from this video, and that I've had bad experiences with PewDiePie, and that I'm totally not lying and making all this shit up for money. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye. You see, it's literally that fucking simple.
I'm going to be telling you guys a story about my experience with James Charles. I didn't want to make this video.
Again, he says I didn't want to make this video, yet you're still fucking making it at this time.
Went down to LA for about 3 weeks. The reason we actually went to LA was for an event called VidCon. I ended up going to the after parties. The actual reason me and James ended up speaking was because he was constantly staring at me at this after party. Obviously, that's quite intimidating.
Whoa, hold on a second. Somebody was staring at me? Huh. That's really fucking intimidating, that. Call the FBI, people! This man, James Charles, looked at me weirdly for 0.2 seconds. You know what? I think that I have an idea on why he was staring at you. Probably because you uploaded this video last year. That got the internet riled up, didn't it? He probably thought you were a Knots commie.
By the way, she wasn't actually 13 or his sister. He just used that for clickbait.
I basically ended up getting super drunk at this party, and you're probably thinking, but you're not 21. How did you even end up drinking at a party in LA? I had a lot of older friends, and believe it or not, a lot of older YouTubers who are over the age of 21 ended up buying me drinks. Now, I don't really know how to say this without sounding cocky, but a lot of celeb YouTubers, let's say, have been sliding into my DMs, and they always have, and they sometimes still do.
Oh yeah, that happens with all of us YouTubers who are under 1 million subs. I mean, the other day, PewDiePie slid into my DMs, Jacksepticeye did as well. Even the big famous Jake Baz slid into my DMs, telling me I should go die in a fire.
If I think anything can go further, like friendship, etc, etc, I'm gonna keep talking, and I'm not gonna tell people, I'm not gonna make videos about it. Like, why would I put myself down and do that? Like, I'm not gonna ruin potential relationships with me and other YouTubers just to get clout, you know what I mean? And I know some of you are thinking, but that's what you're doing right now, but this is something that I actually want to speak about.
No it's not, because that's exactly what you're doing right now. You're telling a fake story that probably didn't even happen for your own monetary gain. My main problem with stories like these, no matter if they're videos or Twitter stories, is that people will, you know, blame James Charles for things that he hasn't actually done because of stories like these. I don't know if you saw, but a few days ago there was a tweet that went incredibly viral about a story of James Charles allegedly, you know, sexually harassing this 14-year-old kid. But a few days later, it turned out that the story was fake.
This is why victims never speak up. They aren't believed. Yes, the DM was photoshopped. Oh, come on. I don't even have to read anything else from that point onwards.
And I honestly fucking despise shit like that. Because with somebody as controversial, trendy, and popular as James Charles is right now, people are going to see the real stories that James Charles has done about all the bad stuff that he's done, and they're going to try and jump on the bandwagon of making up shit for their own clout. And that's what really pisses me off, because people should hold him account for stuff that he's actually done, and not stuff that has no evidence to back it up whatsoever. And that is exactly what Kami is doing right now. And even if this story is somehow true, then why the fuck did you not speak about it earlier? I know that you said that you didn't want to make this video, but speaking about it earlier would have been better than waiting for everybody else to be speaking about it. Not only that, but fake stories like these are going to give less credibility to actual victims of sexual harassment.
So as I'm saying, I'm super drunk at this party, and I obviously had the confidence to go up to James Charles and speak to him and ask him why he was actually staring at me the whole night. So I walk over to James Charles and I'm like, hey, what's up? My name's Kami, nice to meet you. And James is in shock, like his face like goes like that, and I was thinking, frick, have I actually just ruined my chances of ever being friends with them?
Yes, totally, because when somebody makes a surprised face, then you've ruined your entire relationship with them and they never want to speak to you again.
He asked for my number and then suddenly asked for my Twitter and Instagram, and I was like, that's kind of crazy. And I'm not gonna lie, I was obviously super gassed that he asked to follow me that quickly. And then I guess it just goes like downhill from there, and this is it makes me feel shit, because I genuinely feel like I shouldn't be speaking about this, but like, to be honest, I'm involved in this situation, so why can I not speak about it? You know what I mean? Like,
you know why you can't speak about it? Because it's a fake story. It didn't fucking happen and you're not involved in it. You're doing this for your own clout, Kami. How many times do I have to fucking say? None, because you know that already. This is your video.
I'm not ever gonna speak about the stuff that we might have done or the messages we had been messaging each other, but like, I know a lot of you will probably not believe that he followed me on my social medias. I'm gonna post the first DM he actually sent me on Instagram, because I did actually screenshot the DM when he first sent me, because obviously back then, like, I was super gassed. I was like, I can't believe he just messaged me, what the frick. And here's also proof that he follows me on Twitter, which you can actually search yourself. Like, go on my Twitter right now and you can find that he follows me.
Now, while you can fake being followed on Twitter by somebody and some DMs as well, I do believe that James Charles does follow this guy on Twitter. I don't follow either of these guys, but I do believe that James Charles is following this guy, because it's really simple to look up and something that I don't really see why you would fake in the first place. But private messages can be easily faked with the magical wonders of Photoshop. Remember the DMs that I showed you earlier? Well, yes, they're fake, because I used Photoshop to make it look like that it was PewDiePie sending me those messages. And that is exactly what Kami has done here, and the reason that he's done that is so that he looks credible, when in actuality, he's really fucking not.
So after all this happens, I ended up speaking to him at the party. We got on really well, and then that's where things started to go awkward. He basically was hitting me with the questions being like, so, how long have you been gay for? Like, stuff like that.
A way that you can tell how obviously fake this is the question that James Charles supposedly asked him.
He basically was hitting me with the questions being like, so, how long have you been gay for?
Nobody after 5 minutes of meeting you would ask, how long have you been gay for? In fact, they probably wouldn't even ask what your sexuality is after 5 minutes of meeting you.
I like laughed in his face and was like, wait, you being serious? And he's like, yeah, how long have you been gay for? And I'm like, I'm not actually gay. And then he hits me with the, are you sure? And I'm like, I think so.
Can you imagine a conversation like that actually going on, like, hey James, my name's Owen and it's really nice to meet you. Hi Owen, how are you? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, and how are you? Oh yeah, I'm doing pretty good myself. So how long have you been gay for? What? I said, how long have you been gay for? Well, actually I'm not gay. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm sure. Are you sure you're sure? Yes. Bring me that sweet ass here. Okay, fuck that.
Things got very awkward after that moment. I've seen a couple videos of guys that have recently been in scandals with him. To say that I relate to them is the weirdest shit ever. Like,
I mean, sure, saying that you relate to people who have been victims of sexual harassment, I guess, would be a weird thing to say that you relate to if you actually related to it, because you don't, because this never happened. I'm actually incredibly baffled as to how he's gotten away with this somehow. I mean, to be fair, the video does have 14,000 dislikes, but the Daily Mail has been stupid enough to make an article about him. And it's also the fact that he's managed to make 2 videos on a situation that didn't even bloody happen.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot of gay friends, and not one of them, actually, they have tried it on with me, but like after I'm like, bruh, stop, like that's weird, you're my friend, stop. They've instantly stopped. With James, I felt like, I don't know, I can't explain. I just don't know how to explain the feeling I felt then.
I know how you can explain it, Kami, by stopping the fucking video. Just stop the video, stop bullshitting, turn off the camera, and go do something productive with your life, because lying about a fake story that didn't happen is not going to do the world any favours.
I feel shit speaking about this because it feels like I'm bitching about him and I'm like making up like stuff, but like I'm just telling facts.
Nope, you literally are making this up. Even people in the comments are calling you out for being a clout chaser. It does not take a genius to realise that this guy is just hungry for money. He's made up a completely fake story just for his own monetary gain and has gained over 1 million views in the process. So that's pretty much the end of that video. Afterwards, he just rambles on about not talking to James after that situation. But we're going to move on from this video and go on to his next video where he shows the actual DMs that he had with James Charles.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? My name is Kami and welcome back to my channel, What's Good?
I like how he goes from, so yeah, I didn't really want to make this video because, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, I don't want to lie, yeah. To, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're reading James Charles's DMs today in like 2 videos.
But yeah, I'm not going to be talking about how excited I am to be living in my new house for this whole entire video. I thought I'd sit down and do a question and answer video because I haven't done one in so long, and I bet there's a ton of questions you guys are wanting to ask me.
Okay, so I've made a bit of a mistake because apparently it turns out that this video is a Q&A and not 10 minutes of him reading DMs that he's had with James Charles. Even though at the beginning of the video he reads one of the DMs that he's had with James Charles, supposedly. And in the title and description there is no mention of a Q&A whatsoever. Now I don't want to waste anybody's time by watching him answer some questions, so instead I'm just going to skip to the bit where he reads the DMs.
Super lame. Here are the DMs because I'm probably wasting your time. That's probably why you're freaking here, isn't it? I hate you guys so much. So James popped up to me after the VidCon party and said, was fun hanging out with you tonight. So I replied saying, was cool to meet you, man.
Now, I don't even have to watch the rest of this video to know that this is fucking fake as hell, even though I didn't even have to watch the first video to know that this is fake. But the reason that you can tell that this is fake is because in his last video, he said that the first DM that James Charles sent him said, you're extremely good looking. And then in this video, he's saying that the first DM that James Charles sent him said, it was fun hanging out with you tonight. So automatically there you can see that this is fucking fake as hell, because the 2 supposed first DMs that James Charles sent him say completely different messages. Kami, listen man, if you want to fake a James Charles interaction where you said that you had DM conversations with him, then make the first message say the exact same thing, because otherwise you'll lose credibility, even though you never had it to begin with. Now I'm not going to watch any more of that video because you can instantly tell it's fake, and instead we're going to move on to Michael McCrudden's video. Now recently news broke out about the internet meme Grumpy Cat passing away recently. Now if you don't know already, Michael McCrudden is quite notorious for making videos on celebrity deaths, if you can really count Grumpy Cat as a celebrity. He made a video on the death of XXXTentacion literally a day after he died. And he also made a video on the death of Mac Miller literally the day he died. You can't make this shit up. So it's pretty clear that this guy is a bit of an asshole. I mean, for fuck's sake, Mike, what the fuck are you doing? Do you have any respect for these people? And on the day of Grumpy Cat's death, Michael McCrudden was already on it and uploaded this video.
Before Grumpy Cat would take the world by storm, traveling to Hollywood, Germany, Paris, London, the White House, and be rubbing shoulders with A-list celebrities including Shaq, The Gronk, Conan, and Stan Lee.
I mean, could you not have waited at least a week? The only reason that you made this video was so that you can gain money from it because it's a trending topic.
It's a pretty sad day with the passing of what is arguably the internet's most famous cat. Now, I'm not the only one reporting on this. It's actually the #1 trending news story on Twitter.
Yeah, but that doesn't really give you the right to make a video on the death of the cat. Like, yes, arguably it is a cat, and it's not going to be as tragic as any celebrity's death. But the fact is, you're still gaining money from the death of a famous and influential thing. And the fact that you've jumped in on this literally the day that the cat died just makes it a whole lot worse. Like I said, could you not have waited at least a week? Well, of course not, because you had to get on it first and fucking cash in.
Well, Grumpy Cat received more fanfare and public events like South by Southwest than celebrities like Elon Musk and Al Gore. Now, Grumpy Cat appeared in Honey Nut Cheerios commercials and was a special guest on The Bachelorette, as well as WWE Monday Night Raw. Actually, also appeared on Jake Paul's Disney show Bizaardvark.
Now, I can understand why you might want to make a video on Grumpy Cat as a meme, but obviously not on the day that it died, because that just makes you look like a money-hungry bellend. And right now, Michael, that is exactly what you look like.
Crazy, 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 pretty sad stuff.
Yeah, you look well sad there, mate. And you totally didn't say that sarcastically. Yeah, Keyboard Cat died. Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Now this one I'm gonna keep short and sweet because I'm in the middle of moving my house, so I just ran into the studio because this is a news show and it never stops.
Nope, you ran into the studio so that you can make money from a famous death. Also, you said this show never stops.
This is a news show and it never stops.
And that's really fucking worrying, because that just means when a celebrity dies in the future, you're gonna jump straight on it and make a video on them the day they die. And again, all for your own monetary gain. So the rest of that video is just Michael basically explaining a brief history of the cat. And again, I would understand why you might want to make a video like that, but why would you do it on the day that the cat died? I don't even know why I'm asking that question because I already know the answer. So that's pretty much the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I just wanted to make this video just to show that these guys are both leeches, leeching off of, you know, negative trending topics, and that they only made their videos for their own monetary gain. For Michael, it's really not a good idea to make an entire series about celebrity deaths, uploading some of those videos on the exact day that that celebrity died, because that just shows that you only care about getting money and that you have no level of human decency at all. And for anybody who believed Kami stories, please don't, because they're fake, and you should only hold James accountable for what he's actually done and not for something that has just been said by a YouTuber in a video that has no evidence to back it up. So in conclusion, both of these guys are quite idiotic and only care about money and nothing else. And that's this video all done and dusted. If you enjoyed this jolly good show, then please be sure to leave a like. Hit subscribe for more content like this from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheerio!